Randa from Little Pro Education Group, and this is our spiritual division co-creators, because you have the ability to co-create the life that you want with the creator itself, himself, herself, whatever your pronouns are for the Great Spirit. Okay, so we have another pick a card reading focusing on love. What's your love message for today? Not only do we have crystals, but we also have songs. In previous videos, I pulled the songs ahead of time. I picked the songs through the wheel, like a Wheel of Fortune type of wheel. Here in the video, read the songs. They kind of elongated it. And so I was just led at the beginning of the video to just go ahead and pick the songs ahead of time after I set up the cards. I have not seen the cards. I also assigned them a crystal. And then they have a song, and that's in the description box. So in pile 1, oops, yep, here, okay. In pile 1, we have the rose quartz. In pile 2, we have the moonstone. And in pile 3, we have strawberry quartz, okay? And so we're going to be incorporating the song as well as the stone into the reading. So without further ado, if anything should resonate with you and you want further insight, do not hesitate to click the link in the description box. I am available for readings. They are hour-long sessions. They're a lot cheaper than a lot of YouTubers. Sessions. Okay, so pile 1, you have the rose quartz. Of course, we know rose quartz is the crystal that's associated with unconditional love. Okay, unconditional love. That's love from the heart. That can be romantic. That can be platonic. Our readings are leading towards the romantic, however it resonates for you, okay? And so unconditional love is important in any type of love union. Now, your song is Obsessed by Mariah Carey. I don't know this song like that. Of course, I'm not a singer, so I'm not going to sing it, but I'm going to say the lyrics, okay? But let me give you your cards first. Okay, first we have past life relationship. Let me move this. Turn it this way. Then we have tradition. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Wisdom. Prince of Staves. And 8 of Coins. Clarifying, we have the 10 of Coins and the 10 of Cups. Okay, oh my gosh. I'm not sure if this is matching your song or not. Okay, so here's the hook. This is Mariah Carey and Gucci Man. Why are you so obsessed with me, boy? I want to know. Why? Lying that you're sexing me when everybody knows. It's clear that you're upset with me. Oh. Damn. Finally found a girl that you couldn't impress. Last man on the earth still couldn't get this. You're delusional. Ha. Boy, you're losing your mind. Crazy. I'm confused. It's confusing, yo. You're confused. You know. Why you wasting your time? Got you all fired up with your Napoleon complex. Seeing right through you like you're bathing in Windex. Ha. I don't think it's ha, but okay. Mariah's going off. And I think that's her song regarding Eminem. Okay. So obviously, there's someone, she's claiming that he's obsessed because he said some, things about her, and this was basically her clap back song, right? So for some of you, you may be on the outs of this romantic situation, of this love situation. So if it's friendship, if it's, platonic friendship, if it's friends with benefits, if it's, strictly romantic, if it's family that you're here for, however it resonates for you. This is someone that you did have an attraction to, you did have love for, but you're on the outs. There's some type of miscommunication. There's some type of misunderstanding, and it has developed into some type of hard feelings where you or them would have to give a clap back like that. And if you read the lyrics, like when I read the lyrics, some of the lyrics are exceedingly beautiful. Those lyrics were not beautiful at all. Those lyrics were cheesy AF because they were done in anger, lacking unconditional love, right? So you all have to learn how to have unconditional love for the people in your love life, right? Because this is a past life situation, and catch the tease. Whether you believe in past lives or not, I can only talk about what I know. When you have a soul contract with someone and, you had a past life situation and things did not go well, that soul is going to be connected to you in this life. And you have to learn a lesson, and you have to move through that lesson. If you don't move through that lesson successfully, guess what? You're going to be back at square one, either with your next partner, right? Because you didn't learn that lesson. I knocked these over. Just want to make sure I put them right. Or you're going to be back in the next lifetime with this soul, right? So you always go through relationships. You don't try to cut them off prematurely. You want to work through it, even if you have to work through it on your own. You got to work through your soul connection. You cannot control anybody else, right? But from afar, even if it's a situation where you have to be separated, from afar, you still give them unconditional love. Do not do Mariah Carey. It didn't work out for her, right? And look at this. In a past life, you guys were married. Now, in this life, some of you are probably married or were married, right? But this is in the past position. And because you got the past life card, many of you in a past life were married. There is a lot of love and high vibration in terms of the essence of this union, the mutuality, the connection, the ability to build. And the reason why it may not have come to fruition on the level in which you want it to is because there's a need to go within and use your higher self, right? When you use your wisdom, your higher intuition, this is the high priestess card. When you connect to divine knowledge, because God is truth, when you connect to divine knowledge and you operate based upon that insight, you're able to give anybody unconditional love. Yeah, look at this masculine energy. Prince of Staves, non-committal, very penis-centered, in and out of the union, a little bit on the immature side, and I just got premature. I'm not sure how premature is working out with this. Do they ejaculate prematurely? That's the first thing that I got. Was he a premature, or are they a premature baby and their development is off? I got premature. Okay, so that's for just a couple of people out there, if not just one, right? And so it's necessary for you to do the work. Pay attention to the details within the relationship, not based upon your ego and shadow self, but based upon your higher self, using the force of unconditional love. Because what can be had in this union if you use unconditional love is the ecstasy of the 10 of coins. You can have wealth, abundance, as well as a solid marriage that people look up to, and completion, happiness. Like, Lord have mercy. Okay, let's pull some more cards on this. I have my door open, so if you hear people talking outside. Okay, I got a card from the other deck I always pull. Yep. You got to be able to work with others. You got to be able to work with your partner. And so you working using unconditional love, making sure that you get through what you guys did not get through in the past life. Lessons, spiritual lessons about love that you didn't get earlier in life. You want to make sure that you get through those lessons. And that's one of the things that so many clients, sister friends, brohams of mine tend to forget. They judge their partner based upon their ego. And because their shadow is at work, they're making all of these making all of these premature decisions. There you go. That's where the premature comes in. Look at that. 3 of Hearts, right? They're making these premature decisions that ends up in hurt, pain, and disappointment. So when you're making these premature decisions, you're hurting yourself. You're also hurting the other partner because this is a significant soulmate. This is a significant love union. And if you have any children, you're hurting them too. Look at the 3 swords. You're hurting everyone because you're not operating. You're being the Mariah Carey. You're just going off because your ego was hurt by what they did, what they said, whatever happened within the union. And you're just going off on the level of a diss record. I mean, I hope you're not in the studio making a diss record. I hope you're not in karaoke, shouting out a song to them. I hope not. But on some level, you are. Spirit team of the collective, pile 1, speak truth to power, give us love, light, grace, mercy, infinite wisdom, and knowledge. Give us more insight. Love message for pile, thank you, 1. Okay, at the essence, this masculine energy is the King of Cups. Okay, and this is going back to the essence of who they are, right? Because that's on the 10 of Cups. King of Cups is on the 10 of Cups. That's who they are. This lifetime, their shadow work may have them in the Prince of Staves mode, right? But the essence of them is the King of Cups. And there needs to be healing. Not only does there need to be healing within this union, there needs to be healing within yourself, right? Because once you go on that healing journey, then you're going to be able to think differently. You're going to be able to feel differently. Your words and vibrations and energy is going to be different, as well as your actions. And that can change the trajectory of a union, of a partnership, of a relationship, right? If you want to know how to do this work, this is what we do in Co-Creators. We help people get on their healing path. And we teach you how to help heal yourself by using various tools that God has out there, including other people. Look at that. You guys are a match, a queen and a king. And look, you both need, didn't I say this? You both need healing. The healing card, the star card, is in between the two. This is also the wish come true card. You can get exactly what you want in a love union with this very partner. And look, God has given you the tools in order to claim victory. But you have to be in truth. That sword is pointed upright on high. It's a conduit. It is the hand of God giving you the truth of thought, new beginnings, and victory within this union if you seek healing. And this card kept coming up as the card on the bottom of the deck, and that's the Three of Wands. So if you do this work and you go about this union in your head and your heart according to what God has for you, not what your shadow self, not what your neighborhood, not what your family, not what your country, not what this world tells you that you can have, what men are, what women are, what heteros are, what homos are, what non-binary are. No. We are all children of God, and God has a plan for all of us and has blessings for all of us. It's up to us to tap in and to get it. And so if you walk within that plan, baby, your ships are going to come in. Ooh, we're talking about your transformation. You, by doing this process, are going to transform yourself into a whole new being. And boom. This is going to be sexy, exciting, passionate. God is giving you the okay to get those boots rocked in a holistic, comfortable, beautiful relationship. Look, but what's lurking behind that Three of Swords, right? This is going to cause, take a little bit of give and take. If Mariah and Eminem had a little bit of give and take, if they had came to me first, there would be no need for a diss record. They could still be together. But anyway, okay, so, whoops. Let's get to pile two. Let's get to pile two. It is 1750. Okay, pile two. You guys have the Moonstone. Let me just take this off. You guys have the Moonstone. Let me get into my notes about the Moonstone. Okay, so this Moonstone boosts a lot of healing powers. It has its roots in history. It signifies balance, relaxation. It is the essence of feminine energy because the moon represents feminine energy. The moon controls the waves of, the waters, right, across the earth. And think about a woman's body, the waters that flow, the waters that keeps the embryo safe, right? The water that breaks in order to bring forth life, in order to act as a spiritual portal, bringing a new spirit into this, right? It is a very sacred feminine energy. It represents love and fertility. Okay. So if anybody's out there wishing to get pregnant, voila. Or if you want to manifest, create a healthy union, that's fertility as well, right? And so you can wear a moonstone and you can keep yourself a little bit more stress-free and balanced. And so all relationships need that. They need that balance. Okay, let's look at the cards that we have. Worth waiting for. This could be the one. Four of Staves, Prince of Arrows, Awakening, Ace of Coins, Seven of Staves, and Ace of Arrows. So you got 6 cards. Balance. 6 is the number of balance. So there's a repetitive message that's here. Right? There is a need for balance if balance is not there already. Okay, clarifying cards. King of Pentacles. King of Cups. If you saw pile 1, there's a different number of cards because I let the cards fall. 10 of Swords and Queen of Wands. Okay, let's get into your song. Pile 2, your song is Obsession. No Es Amor by Baby Bash. Okay, so another reading got this. So if you happen to see that reading and you got this song and you picked this pile, okay, you really definitely need to listen up. Okay. The lyrics are, it's early in the morning and my heart is really lonely. Just thinking about you, baby, got me twisted in the head. I don't know this song, so there's no melody. And I don't know how to take it, but it's driving me so crazy. I don't know if it's right. I'm tossing, turning in my bed. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and I still can't sleep. Thinking about your beauty, it makes me weep. I'm feeling hopeless at home. I don't know what to do. I think I'm in love, baby. Amor, no es amor. If this ain't love, then what am I feeling? What am I doing wrong? Amor, no es amor. If this isn't love, it's just an illusion that I have in my heart. Now, I know you're not my lady, but I'm trying to make this right. I don't know what to do. I'm going out of my mind. So, baby, if you let me kick it with you, then maybe we can ride together. We can do this all night now. I don't care if you got a man. Baby, I wish you'd understand because I know he can't love you right quite like I can. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep. Thinking about your beauty, it's making me weep. I'm feeling hopeless at home. I don't know what to do. I think I'm in love. Oh my goodness. And so I don't know that song, but the lyrics are really nice. I don't like the rhyming scheme or anything like that, but the essence of the emotions are exceedingly beautiful, right? And so there's an imbalance in that song. So for many of you, there's going to be an imbalance in this relationship, and therefore you got 6 cards and the Moonstone. And so there's a need to have that balance. So if there's an imbalance, definitely, go to somebody's Etsy shop or Amazon and order you a Moonstone. And this, you can be made into jewelry like this right here, and you can keep it here at in your heart center, and bring in that balance, whether it's you that's obsessing or whether it's them that's obsessing, because obsessive thought patterns are low vibrational. Everything is energy, so you're putting that energy out, and a lot of times that person is going to be turned off by that energy even if there's no contact, right? So, just think about that. All right. Now, the ode in the song, he's not crazy. He think he is because there's an imbalance. But this love is worth waiting for. This person can be the one. We have so many soulmates out there. We have, depending on how many lifetimes, if you believe in lifetimes, you have lived, determines, the number, not the exact number, but relatively how many soulmates you have out there. There's people with dozens, hundreds, thousands of soulmates, right? And people think, they go to a reading, oh, Dwayne is my soulmate. Gloria is my soulmate. Okay, what type of soulmate are they? What are you going to do with the connection? Is there a past life soul contract that you have with that person where you have to learn in order to, get on a particular level with them, right? So there's a lot more to it. Don't let Hollywood fool you and say, oh, soulmates, and run through a field, hug it, embrace each other, and then you live happily ever after, right? And then people can go rewatch the, hour and a half, 2 hours of a movie and get that same feeling over and over again and thinking that this couple made it, when that's not how real life happens, right? And so, look, you got the Four of Staves, which is the Four of Wands. This is a wedding card. This is a happy home, strong foundations, right? But then you got the Prince of Arrow in reverse. Many of you are not in communication. If you are in communication, it's miscommunication. The messages are off. Even if you're talking, the messages that you receive, the way that you perceive the messages, the way that they give the messages are off. And so it's really important that you go to your higher self and you answer the call, because you have the awakening. You need to know this information. Whoever's seeing this video and picked pile 2, and this is resonating with you, you need to answer the call. You need to awaken to what God needs you to do in your love purpose, because there is a new beginning that can be had. There can be an engagement that's involved if you're not already engaged, but a successful. Now, everybody loves an ace. Ace has good energy. I don't care whether it's tarot or whether it's spades. People want aces. Aces are very powerful. However, if you get an ace, and let's say you're playing spades, and you don't play that ace early on, that ace can get cut, making that ace worthless. So God gives you a new opportunity if you awake to it. You awake to the new opportunity. God gives you the opportunity practically in your hand. What are you going to do with that ace? This is a new beginning in order to make something out of it, to go to the 10 of coins, right? But there's a ways to go to the 10 of coins, right? But right now, you're here. So you're coming into this awakening. And so this is available to you right now. This is the current tense. But there are ideas in your head that have been combating in your head. You guys have been combative, some way, shape, or form. These are thoughts and ideas that past relationships have put in your head, whether it's relationships you've observed as a child, relationships you have engaged in as a young adult, adult. And so you're still wrestling with that, if not wrestling with the person, right? But there can be victory over this if you, and that's the, Ace of Swords. And this deck is the Ace of Arrows. You can have victory over this if you awaken and you take that golden opportunity that God has given you. Okay. For some of you, there are two people. This may be a third party union, because there's two kings, King of Coins, King of Cups. And then on the other side of the 10 of Swords is the Queen of Staves, right? So if you are the feminine energy in your relationship, doesn't matter what your gender is, doesn't matter what your sexuality is, if you are the keeper of home, you control the culture, the temperature of the household, then you're the feminine energy in the relationship. That feminine energy needs to come into their power. They need to have that Rihanna status, right? And here is how you get in your power. By taking God up on his opportunity for a new beginning in your love purpose, right? But something has to end, right? So if you're the person obsessing, there's probably another person that's involved. And so therefore, some of this miscommunication, some of this fighting ideas and thoughts, whether you're fighting, to choose or to be chosen. Okay, let's pull some more cards on this. Spirit team of the collective, speak truth to power. Give Watcher power 2. More insight. Yeah, things may not feel great right now, but you're heading towards clear waters. I just saw the 6 of Swords, and I was not trying to look. It really called out to me. Sure, it's upright. Clarity. Thank you. Yeah. Some of you are defensive because of the yeah. Some of you are defensive because of the obsession. And some of the obsession has to do with the thought patterns. The thought patterns are upside down. Right? But this is a genuine love. Look, you got the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, another Ace of Pentacles, the Devil card, the Capricorn, and the Page of Cups. Overall energy, 7 of Cups. So there is confusion that's going on in this connection. And Baby Bash admitted to that. That this is confusing. He doesn't know whether he's crazy or what. And you're not crazy. It's that there's a lot going on within this connection. And that's why you have to go to your higher self and you have to answer the call in order to understand what's really going on. Because someone's being defensive, but there is a real, here's the defensiveness, but there's a real love connection that's here, right? These are earnest emotions, earnest feelings. And look, can't make this up. The Ace of Cups, God handing you a new beginning. It can be had if you go through your awakening. Okay, you better join the co-creators. Like the video, comment on the video because I'm going to be giving a free reading. I'm going to be doing a raffle, and I'll do the raffle online. You got to comment on the video. Everybody who comments will be put into the raffle. And you can get a free one-on-one reading with me, right? Also, I don't only give readings. I actually teach spirituality classes, co-creator course, how to build the life that you want by using this process of spirituality. Of course, there's practical things involved. But here God is telling you, your spirit team is telling you, your high vibrational ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, saints, Orisha is telling you, tap in. We have a new opportunity for you, right? Because this is also considered the engagement card, which rhymes with the marriage card. Not rhymes in terms of sounds, not in terms of phonics, but energetically, right? But this connection, this obsession is because you're not on the same page. And you're allowing your ego, your shadow self, to rule. The decision making in this relationship is because of your shadow self. And the shadow has to be healed. It has to be outshone by your light self. If there's children in this connection, the children are watching. And this is training them. This is feeding their shadow insight and information. Whether they're bonus children or whether they're completely biological, they are being impacted. That's for people in which children are involved. If not, you got this shadow self from your childhood, and you need to talk to your inner child. And one of the ways in which you can talk to your inner child is one, a professional spiritual reading, two, working with a therapist that can tap in so that you can make connections between your current thought patterns that's stored in the 80 percentile of your brain, which is the vast majority of your thinking. Thinking when you don't realize you're thinking, your subconscious. That's where mostly your shadow, that's where your shadow self is. That's where your ego is, right? And it's been trained since your childhood. So now you have to train your shadow self based upon your light. And you'll be able to have the awakening in order to bring this where you need it to be. Okay, I hope that helped. Pile 2. Wow, that got me excited. Okay, so let's go to pile 3. Okay, pile 3, it is 3740. Okay, pile 3, you guys got the strawberry quartz. Let me pull out my notes for strawberry quartz. This is a new stone. I actually went shopping today. Okay, so strawberry quartz radiates the energies of universal love in your life so that you can direct it towards yourself and other. So universal love is basically the highest vibration, right? Love is the highest vibration that God has to offer. And so when it's on a universal level, it's on a spiritual level. And so when you tap into that universal spiritual level of love, it not only helps yourself, but it reverberates out to other people. It could be a romantic situation. It could be a familial situation. It can be, friendships, platonic friendships, or friends with benefits, however you want to, label. This crystal will stimulate your heart energy center, filling you with love and bliss in a genuinely loving environment. So you're actually really creating that environment. Okay, so let's look at your song, Oh, Oh, Oh. Child, you got Oh by OMARION. So two of these songs were in another video. So if you saw the other videos and you chose this song, you definitely want to pay attention. Okay? So let's look at the lyrics. Oh by OMARION. Whoa, let me tell you, girl. Whoa, oh. Hey, there I go. Here, oh, wait, hey, here I go. Here I go. I know you heard men say it time and time again, that they would rock your world and change your life. But I can't blame them because you make a want to get involved, want to get the draws. Well, I'm going to put my bid in and get at you. No disrespect, but I want it bad as they do. The only difference is they look out for themselves, but I'm doing it just to hear you yell. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be the sound. Girl, when it's going down, your body's saying, oh, don't have to say my name, girl. I'm just glad you came. So you can say, oh, in the morning, oh, in the night. You saying, oh, means I was hitting it right. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know this. I like that. You can't be mad at me. I'm just aiming to please. Listen to me. Wait, let me hear you scream. Oh, okay. So that is a really sensual song, but it's a very giving song, right? Because, you know, he's not offering commitment. Well, he's offering commitment. He's committing to your sexual pleasure. So a lot of times we judge people whether or not they're saying what we want to hear, right? And so he mentions that at the beginning of the song. Other guys are going to say what you want to hear. I don't blame them, but listen to what I'm saying. You're going to get from this situation. So let's see what you got. Healing family issues. Queen of Cups. Okay, I feel like I have two. Princess of Coins. Temptation. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Is that Princess of Pentacles? Yep, Princess of Pentacles. And Nine of Cups. Okay, so this person may not be able to give to you because of family issues, and or you may not be able to receive from them because of family issues, right? And so there's a need for the healing of family issues in this situation, because that healing of the family issues will help to benefit you. Now, it's crazy because the center card is the Princess of Coins, which is a child card, right? And so learning. And so you've learned about love from your childhood. And a lot of those things that we learned are misinformation, not only misinformation from families. It doesn't matter if your parents had a bomb relationship. That can be disillusioning because as an adult, if you don't get that, then you're wondering what's wrong with you, what's wrong with men, what's wrong with women, what's wrong with this, right? Even a healthy relationship can disillusion you if you're not taught, right? And I keep seeing the marriage card, right? So there's a need. If your goal is marriage, right? And that's not mentioned in O Song at all, and I mentioned that. If your goal is this solid, even killed foundation building union, and I just almost said reunion. So some of you, this might be someone who has returned or someone from your past who's going to return. You need to think of this from a healing perspective. The first card is the Queen of Cups, and she's sitting back with her cup in her hand and her cup open, right? So this Queen of Cups is the supreme mama. She's the supreme wife. She is the heart center of the Empress, because we know that the Empress is all the queens rolled in one. Well, this is the heart of the Empress, right? the Queen of Cups is the divine feminine in herself, but she's just chilling, she's relaxing, and she looks like she's contemplating, right? She's not focusing on the contents of her cup. And that's the love. Because look, as a child, she received the burden of this big coin. She inherited family issues, right? And then you got the Devil card. It's the temptation card in this deck, right? So you're being carried away in your romantic choices by having these disillusioned concepts of love that you haven't healed from your childhood. And look, the marriage card is still up. So this is what God has for you. God has a solid home, a marriage, two people who bring to the table two wands of their own in order to build this love pergola. So they can walk through at their marriage as they celebrate their union, and the people in the back are at the reception. This is what God has for you, right? But if you want that, if you want to actualize that, you have to do the work in order to heal those family issues, right? The temptation card, this is your lower self. This is your shadow self. This is making decisions, building unions based upon those recesses of your mind that has that misinformation stored. The misinformation that you received. And I just got people who had family violence, right? Domestic violence within the family. You're inheriting something from that. Even if you do not get into consciously, purposely a domestic violence situation, it can manifest in a different way. You could be overly guarded, which would impact how your unions go about, right? Now, the reason that this Queen of Cups is contemplating is because there's been some type of deception, right? And a lot of times when we do not heal family issues and we bring in these burdens into our union, we invite a partner that brings in deception. For some of you, the Queen of Cups was the deceiver. So look, you got the Princess of Pentacles again. Same card, clarifying the same card, but look at the different energy. Now she's analyzing, she's assessing, she's actually learning. Here, the coin is down. She's looking down at it. She's kind of looking down at it here, but it's more eye level, right? It's okay, subconscious, conscious. You were working subconsciously, and now you're working consciously, and boom, 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 boom. You get a healthy love union, even when you're by yourself, because you can't attract in a high vibrational mate if you're in this energy. If you're using your lower self, your subconscious that's full of muck and mire. It's like trying to get a cup of fresh water from a swamp. Oh, you can do it, but you gotta clean it out. You gotta use the tools that God has given you in order to clean that water out and extract the water, right? So it can be had. You can go from the devil having control of your decision making and your relationship to having a healthy emotional outlook and bringing in your blessings and achieving exactly what you want. And that's that Four of Wands. Spirit team of pile 3. Speakers of power. Thank you. Child. Yep. Victory. Success. Tap in. Okay? Because look, He has a scepter in his hand. The scepter is pointed up. He's getting divine insight in terms of how to guide him on his mission. He's moving forward. He's getting balance and he's getting victory because he's tapping into divine insights. And look, now this Queen of Cups doesn't have to contemplate once the mate comes in because she's doing the work. She has a divine mate, a divine counterpart that's coming in because now she's assessing consciously the subconscious things that's been in her head. I'm getting excited, so I'm making a mess, right? So look at this victory. Being spiritually tapped in, doing the practical things, being successful on your own, that's going to help manifest emotional stability. And this is something that you need to go towards quickly. You need to do this work quickly. So I have a process that I teach. So when you get a reading that resonates with you, and you have to be careful with the general readings, but specifically paid readings that's tapped in strictly towards your energy, when that reading resonates, you write a plan of action. We call it in my courses a POA. And you weigh, what are you going to commit to in order to do this, in order to bring this blessing forth that God has for you? And then you track yourself on how well you're accomplishing that goal for the week. At the end of the week, then you do an assessment. Okay, you know, do I need to do more of this? Do I need to get rid of this? And then you keep moving forward. That type of thing, I actually teach people how to do my process in the course. I actually teach them how to read the cards. So they're going to be able to pull cards for themselves every single day. That's a part of my process. But you can do this if you get a paid reading or if you do it yourself once a week, right? Look, and the cornerstone of where you start, because I know some of you are asking, how do I start? Prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation. That's how you tap in. Before he went out, he was already tapped in, right? He didn't just bring, some people think you go get a stone and boom, that solves everything. No, right? He did the prayer and meditation. He already had faith. The scepter is just a tool. He already had the insights of what to do in order to make him victorious. And he brought the tool for added energy, right? Added being able to tap in on his mission, right? So you definitely have to pray and meditate. If you are interested in getting a reading, the link is down below. I didn't put any information about my classes, but the link does lead you to my website, and then you can scour the website and you can definitely contact me. Okay, all right, that's it for today. Look, we curved out more than 10 minutes. Okay, have a great one, everybody.